What is up, Planeswalkers? Theurx6 back with some more Magic the Gathering Arena. I do, of course, hope you head over to flipsidegaming.com and use promo code 6 for 10% off on orders over $10. It's a good deal, and it helps support the channel, and they still have those sweet, sweet Dragon Shields. Now, today, as you can probably guess by my little visitor, John here, is another day of Game of Thrones. So I need to make sure that I'm recording a bit earlier than I usually do, so I don't make Abigail wait again for Thrones. So today we are once again playing some Mythic Bolas, and this time we have made a few edits to the deck that I will go over now. We took out a Moment of Craving and a Cry of the Carnarium, and we put them into the sideboard and moved two Bedevils into the main deck. This is something that many people have suggested. I'm still a little worried about the mana base for it, because trying to hit double blue and double black on turn 3 is or double black plus red is a little bit less easy than just trying to have double blue or double black. Just the additional of red makes it iffy. But I'm going to try it out. It is relatively helpful. You know, it's pretty variation. It's pretty adaptable, removal efficient. I can't. Words are broken. We also added 2 Rals to the main deck and took out the Angraths. This is something that several people convinced me of, that Ral is just a better game ender overall. I do love Cowdad, but I do want to test out some Ral and see if Ral is actually better for me in this deck. In the sideboard, we did take out 2 Direfleet Daredevils. I just found that I was never bringing them in. There are obviously areas where they are good, but I just felt that I didn't really want them very frequently. And yeah, so I have 1 Angrath here, and then I took out then I added in the Cry and the Moment of Craving. So that's what the deck looks like right now. And the thumbnail is going to be different for this video. Traditional Ranked, Mythic Bolas Ral. The thumbnail is going to be different for this video, and that's something I actually really want to know, is should I keep the thumbnail the same with just having Bolas, or should I change it when I make changes, right? So this time I'm adding Bedevil, so Bedevil's going to be the thumbnail. So that's something that I would like to get your input on. This is a decent hand. Yeah, we're going first, so that helps a lot. Opponent mulligan also helps a lot. So if they have a 1-drop, we can Carnival it. And you know, we have 3-4, so we have a decent aggressive-ish curve for this style of deck. One other thing that I want to note is that I did... Now let's go with Blood Crypt first. Sure. I did see on the poll, I'm actually going to bring it up really quick, that the majority of people, the vast majority, which I was really surprised by, this might get spell pierced, but that's probably fine. Nope. Ooh, interesting. I think I would rather get rid of Teferi, because I'm going to be able to pressure Kaya. Yeah, I think I'd rather get rid of Teferi. Ooh, another Bolas? We don't have another land, so I think it's better to not. It gets exiled by Kaya potentially, but you know, we're going to have a Thief of Sanity out early, and then Nicol Bolas. It should be fine. Alright, opponent has 1 card that I don't know about, but I think we are just going to go all in. Cool. But yeah, it was, gosh, 72% of people prefer to watch on YouTube, and I was absolutely surprised by that. Absolutely surprised. Only 3% of people said they will only watch on Twitch. Well, let's attack here first. Face, thank you. Ooh, Mortify is interesting. Could also get Karn. I definitely want to exile her. Do I think this deck is going to have too many enchantments? I'm not sure. I think I will take Karn. Karn is nice value. And I will go ahead and just Contempt Kaya now. Although if my opponent... No, because my opponent has a couple more turns before Teferi is, like, useful here, so we should be alright. And then many people, like 18%, just like, I don't care. Play whichever you want. Oh my gosh, this is so crisp on Ultra. I love it. I always start out with the attack to give my opponent the least amount of information as possible. I'll take your Teferi. You want to play your Teferi? Kinda. I'd rather get their Karn countered, though. So let's Karn it up. I guess technically I could have played something untapped, but they didn't use anything for that mana anyway, so if I played something untapped, they would have still been able to pay for it. Alright, once again, Cant Teferi. For what it's worth, I've taken 2 of them from them. I assume they're... I think they could be running 4. But Thief of Sanity is very helpful in this matchup, just because of the amount of pressure it can put on the Esper Control player. But yeah, so it looks like I will be streaming the sponsored early streamer event thing on YouTube here. So I will announce when I'm going live on Twitch, or not on Twitch, on Twitter, on the community tab, and obviously you should see that I'm live in your subscription feed. But I will be... Oh, Phyrexian Lord! Alright, my opponent is less terrible. I'll take a Sabotage. My opponent is less terrible because they're Phyrexian Lord. We are technically members of House Bolas, but it's fine. I can just cast a Teferi here. If it resolves, then I have a Sinister Sabotage up. Or I can just wait till next turn and try and Blood Crypt so that I can Bolas and hold up Sabotage. Yeah, I'm just a conservative player. I think it's best to play safe. My opponent is going to Chemister's Insight this turn, but, you know, it's... That had to have been a mistake. Alright, cool. Yeah, so I will be streaming over here on the YouTubes. Definitely want Disdainful Strokes, definitely want Negates. Definitely want Unmoored Ego, and definitely want another Angrath. Things we take out, Cast Downs, shouldn't be important because we still have this. Cry's bad. Carnival's probably still good. I do need to drop 4 cards though. My opponent's going to be going first. Maybe I drop all of the Thief of Sanities, going second. And just play even more for the long game. Have a bunch of counters. I'll try it out. One of the things that I need to do is definitely try out... So we took out a lot of our creature removal that's for, like, smaller creatures. This theoretically can hit some things, but, you know, my opponent's not playing red, so... I don't know what it'd be. They could obviously have Thief of Sanities still, but, you know, we still have Bedevils, we still have Contempts, we still have, like, all of these, so it should be fine. So, should be in an interesting position. And since we got the win on the first game, the second game is a lot less pressure. You got that sweet turn 2 Thought Erasure. And that can scry or surveil us into another land so we can Unmoored Ego them. Yeah, I think this is pretty decent. If we can get their Teferis out early-ish, that'll be very helpful. We might get Thought Erasure ourselves here, which wouldn't be great. We're doing something. Yep, Thought Erasure, sure. So let's see exactly what they take. I assume they're going to take my Thought Erasure. They went for the Ego. I mean, that's reasonable. Dropped a Karn. Got a Bolas. Bolas is nice. Do you need another land? But we go ahead and Erasure, see what they have. Interesting. So I could take their Erasure. No reason to take the Insights. Karn. Karn's potentially a problem, but I think I take their Erasure because I want to be able to resolve my Bolas. They could, like, it also helps, like, having them surveil again helps them to get another land for their Karn. So I think Thought Erasure is the correct pick here, and I definitely want that land. On turn 3, I'm not going to really be doing anything, unfortunately. So they play the Hell Fountain, sure. I will go ahead and play this tapped. Did you get a land? They did. That's fine. I assume they're going to play Karn here. And I can just play out my Bolas. Bolas is going to be a relatively strong play against a Karn. My opponent is likely just going to drop the Insight.
Evil must not be tolerated.
Sure.
I'll make use of that later.
Set all the wreckage. Another Bolas is nice, because if my opponent will have another land, then they can pretty easily just get their Teferi back, which sucks. Yeah, but I guess I need to just try and attack their hand. I have Bolas into Carnage, at the very least. So hopefully that is sufficient. Went for the plus again. I think I'm just gonna give him the Kaya's Wrath. He can't cast it right now. And I'm never gonna go super wide on my creatures. My opponent may have thought that I was on Grixis mid-range, and I'm not. I'm on Grixis Control, my friend. So he does Kaya's Wrath. That's fine. Well, fine-ish. Here I think it is probably correct to Ral. My opponent could get his Teferi, but if he does -3 the Teferi on my Ral, then I can Carnival it. So I think that's fine. I think that's a reasonable thing to do. Going plus on the Ral.
Well, show me what you've got.
Ooh, Eldest Reborn. I already have a Bolas in my hand. Eldest Reborn can get us back a Bolas, so I think that's pretty easily the correct decision here. Let's see what my opponent does. Their Settle the Wreckage and their Chemist Insights pretty much dead in my opinion. Minus, I assume, on the Teferi. So if I draw a land, so if my opponent does bounce my Ral, if I draw a land, I can Carnage, or I can Carnival their Teferi, and then play the Eldest Reborn and kill their entire field's gone. So I'm kind of banking on getting a land here. Oh, they plus.
Sorry, I'm late.
I guess that makes sense. So they have 3 mana, so they could definitely counterspell me. 2, 3, 4, 5. They can syncopate for 2 anyway. I guess I'll Ral first. Makes the most sense.
Hope we get something good.
Oh, my opponent knows about the Carnival. Duh. That's why they did that. I'll take a blue-black, I guess. Yeah, I'm done. My opponent knows about the Carnival. That's why they plussed first. They're planning on doing this now. Or next up. The problem is... Well, like, this is almost certainly getting countered. I can Carnage them. Yeah, this is target opponent. I can't hit target opponent or Planeswalker. Absorb is blue, blue, white, isn't it? So they can probably absorb here. Shut up, I know. I think I just have to force them to have it. Yes, it resolved. So they sack the Karn, and now they have to decide: do I bounce Ral or do I bounce Eldest Reborn? Because if they don't bounce Eldest Reborn, I will be able to. No, they didn't bounce either. Okay, just going for the card advantage, I guess. They do need to be aware of my Ral, though. Like, ultimating Ral is going to end the game for my opponent. They did that because they had no other use for their mana. Sure. Ooh, negate is nice. So I'm just going to go ahead and Drowned Catacomb, plus the Ral.
Just want to peek.
Gonna take another Eldest Reborn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I can cast another Eldest Reborn. And hold up negate. So I will. They should theoretically only have enough mana for 1 counterspell. Oh, Insight. That's fine. So now that Teferi's gone as well. Yeah, sure. And I still have my negate. On the first Eldest Reborn, I think I'm just going to get back to my Nicol Bolas, depending on their mana situation. Because if I get back my Nicol Bolas, I can just flip my Nicol Bolas. Yeah, they're digging for something. The thing is that... Oh, and I can ultimate my Ral. Yeah. So nice. The thing that I was told is that this deck wouldn't do very well against Esper Control, and I disagreed. I think the deck likely wouldn't do very well against Temur Control, like the Nexus build. Sure, my turn. Got there. Hashtag got there. Ranking up to gold 2. All right. What I'm probably going to do is I will, I gonna be honest, don't think that I'm going to actually be able to make it to Mythic. I have, what, like 9 days left? Oh, I have a decent amount. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, shit, I was right. But it's only every other, so I have like 4-ish days. 4 or 5-ish days. Because I only do it every other day. So, definitely not going to be able to make it to Mythic. Just going to try and make it to Plat. But I am going to continue the series, and I'm going to start it up, like, in earnest next season. A season is every month, right? So, I really wish that this hand had a turn 1 untapped black source, so we could Duress Thought Erasure into Sinister, but this is still fine. Ooh, damn, they mulligan down to 5. With a hand with Thought Erasure in it, that's not great for my opponent. Ooh, and they scribed at the bottom. Blue-green. Oh, they're the Gates deck. Well, yeah, it's probably not great for the Gates deck, to be honest. Yeah. I was saying something. Oh, right. So, you know, I'm going to do that. I might do it less frequently, or I might try and make them, like, shorter videos that I do, like, every day as bonus videos, depending on how much time I have. So I'm not entirely sure. Definitely get rid of the guilds. Get rid of Growth Spiral. No, I think I'd rather just get rid of Guild Summit. Yeah. Because once that resolves, I can't really do anything about it. I'll go and drop this. Next turn, I can hold up Sinister Sabotage. Which I might do. Assume that's a land. Yep. Well. And the reason I would hold up Sinister Sabotage is to get rid of their Circuitous Roots. If they play a land here. And they did. So I'm going to play my Summit and just pass the... Why did I do that? I can just Duress him. Oh, no, that's right. The reason I'm not Duressing, I think this is a good learning moment, is because they could top deck another card that they would play instead. So this way, the way I'm doing it now is more efficient in that I can catch things better. So we're definitely going to counter this. Don't need this. So if I had Duressed my opponent and taken their Circuitous Roots, whatever this card is, if it's something that they wanted to play, they could have played that instead. So I do believe that this is a better sequence for me. Sure. So it would have worked out. Whatever. But the thing is, now we have a sweet-ass Bolas in play, and you have no cards. So yeah. Praise be. I have become Bolas! Alright, well, they played a thing. Gonna go ahead and just attack my opponent. I could play Thief of Sanity. But then I, like, lose a threat if my opponent decides to wipe-o the board. So I think I'm probably just gonna chillax for a little bit. I'll see what that is. I think I'm just in such a good spot right now that I don't really need to do anything. Next turn I can flip my Bolas, and the turn after I can play my Bolas. So I should be pretty much totally fine. They might be able to draw a bunch here with Guild Summit. Circuitous Trap? I don't even care. Because, I mean, at that point, before they played the route, they could have played fracking anything. So I will go ahead and attack first. I will flip our Lord Bolas.
Why be a beast when I can be a god?
Spoiler alert.
I know what must be done.
So my opponent has pretty much just this one turn to do something good. Even if they Guild Summit Gatebreaker Ram, that gets cast down, my friend. Do this, gonna do one of these.
I always have an answer.
Absolutely I do. Gonna do one of those. Gonna do one of these. Gonna hold up Sabotage. And I'm gonna win this game with Nicol Bolas. Well, I assume my opponent's gonna concede. Yeah, I'm fine with the Growth Spiral. How many cards are in my graveyard right now? 6? Fine, I'll throw in the graveyard. And I will transform. And I'll draw more cards.
My genius is unmatched.
And I will play this. And I'll play one of these. And I'll play one of these. And still hold up Sabotage. And, so I'm holding up Sabotage, Azcanta, and Chemister's Insight. Don't concede, opponent. Let the Arisen flow through you. Yes, I have arisen. I love how the music disappeared. I feel weird. Is it Expel? You expelling me, boy? You back-talking me, boy? What? Come on. Explosion? How about no? Nah. Nah. Graveyard. Decline. Immediate ultimate. Look at the combo. I attack with Thief of Sanity. I steal their one card. Oh my god, it's a fucking Hydro Crisis too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Lol. Oh, the BM. The actual BM. I'm so sorry. I shouldn't have BM'd there, but oh. Okay, so that is a Gates deck, so I definitely want Negates. Negates. Cry the Carnarium's garbage here. Cat sounds great. I do like Angrath, but Angrath might not be put-inable. Onward Ego? Possible. Is there anything I want to take out here? Eldest Reborn's not great in this deck. Well, is it? It's still removal. I think Carnival's not good in this deck. I think my opponent just gets stuff out of their hand real quickly. Disdainful Stroke. I think there are too many low-cost cards for me to necessarily want this. And we're going second anyway. I'll, pop in. So I can pop in and Angrath. I can pop in Hostage to deal with the few threats that they have. But they do have expansion, and that's not something I can deal with. Like, I can deal with creatures. So I think I'll put one Unmoored Ego in for Expansion Explosion. I think like that. I think that's the one thing that I really want to do. Cool, cool. We're making plenty of time here. Probably going to be able to get a third match in, and still have plenty of time for some Trones. I'm making my mouth very red. I want it so bad. This is me. Not gonna mulligan enough. Fudge off. Come on, man. Oh, if I can draw a land, it's so good. If I can't, it's garbage. I have to mulligan it. You know, we have potential Thief of Sanity on turn 3. Maybe we can spiral out of control with that, but ugh, those Those first hands were absolutely dreadful. Utterly dreadful. Penny dreadful. Play another guild getting past. Do it. Do it. Yeah. Yes. 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 I'm plankton. Okay. I do not like this, Sam. I am. I guess I get rid of Growth Spiral? Nope, that's not a land. And just assume my thief, my first thief is going to die a horribly blazy death. Top deck and untapped land, please. Hells to the yes. So this is going to get dieded. I would like to just top deck 2 more lands, please. Ooh, if I'm able to attack, I get Circuitous Roots. If I have a land, I can play that, get the 2 basics on my deck, and then bada bing, bada boom, we're in it. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. Oh, I've got spurs that jingle, jangle, jingle. Bold move, Cotton. Let's see if it plays out for him. We'll see how it plays out for him, you dumbass. Alright, let's see if the Circuitous Root's up there. And Growth Spiral. It's the only card I can actually use. There's 3 gates. So he could get a 4th and kill my Bolas, which wouldn't be fun. But I want to play Bolas now. If he top decks on gate, then my Bolas dies. I don't want to play my Thief of Sanity because my Thief of Sanity definitely dies. I guess I just Growth Spiral end of turn. Or in response, maybe get in a gate or something. Sure. Is there a reason to do it now? I guess there is. We could do it now, because if we draw Search for Azcanta... Alright, well. Sure. Whatever. End turn. I'm not going to play the Thief of Sanity just because it just dies to a Gates Ablaze. Gates Ablaze. It's not 420 anymore, it's 421. Do you have a land? Dost thou havest a land? They don't. They Crisis for 1. I see your Crisis, and I say no. I'm fine doing this here, because it gives me that Thief attack, and it allows me to play Bolas next turn, and if my opponent decides to kill my board... they can get this back, so I'm pretty sure I want to take this and probably, like, never cast it. Yeah, so if I play my Bolas next turn, and they decide to Gates Ablaze it, I can just get it back with Eldest Reborn. And if I draw another land, I can flip it too. But my opponent is doing not great on mana here. They kept a 2-lander, and they shouldn't have. I kept a 2-lander, and it went pretty well for me. Ooh. Got that sweet Sabotage as well. The Sabotage! I kind of want something in my graveyard. I'm obviously going to attack here. You block every time, right? Hello? Right? Have I disconnected? Nope, I'm still connected to Reddit. Opponent? Hello? Thank you. Don't know what that was about. Let's see. Yeah, I'll just Bolas. It puts my shield down for Sabotage, but I kind of want something of mine to die. So I can get the effect again. Oh, I just realized they freaking discarded the Gates Ablaze. That's fine. Was that from this? That was a weird sound cue. You should not kill my board, sir. You should not kill my board. Mistakes were made, my friend. Mistakes were made. I think I'll go ahead and get that Bolas back. Thank you. No, my graveyard. Those are trash. Bolas is the one true Elder that has been reborn. Then I just go with one of these Sulfur Falls. Then I just go with an attack. Never mind, forgot he can't attack. Gonna go ahead and flip this, which is very difficult for my opponent to deal with. Gonna go ahead and plus him. I guess I can -4.
Omnipotence.
-4, get back my Thief. I have another Thief. I'm just gonna draw 2 cards. I like drawing cards. Ooh, Duress, pretty good. My knowledge is endless. 30 minutes. We're probably not gonna be able to get a third match in. Unfortunately. Unfortunately. 3 hours later. What are you playing? Oh, do you have a binding? You have binding in this deck? No, just a Colossus. I don't care about your Colossus, sir. Especially because I can play my own. Don't I want to play my own? Maybe just like kill this. Let's Duress and just kill it. Why not? Well, that's awkward. Au revoir. Play one of these. Have a sabotage up. Only has a -3. I can still kill 2 of his creatures. Roasted, toasted, and burnt to a crisp, my friend. What are you buying? Are you feeling lucky, punk? Well, punk. I assume he's playing the Ram. I think he's on manual tap. I'm going to sabotage this. Because I want to surveil. I don't need another Thief. I want more Planeswalkers. I'm a greedy man. I'm a greedy man who wants more Planeswalkers. Cast down. You know, it's helpful. Gonna go and draw some cards. Oh, hell yeah, man. Can I get a hell yeah? Ooh, yeah. Well, I only have 1 basic in the deck left. Can I play this? Nah. There's no reason for me to cast that. Alright, well, I'm just gonna pass the turn, I guess. This game is like 1. This game was 1 when my opponent stumbled on 2 and then stumbled on 3. Sure. How about no? I have solidly won this. Oh my god.
I know what must be done.
I'm just reminded of The Simpsons. Stop, stop, he's already dead. One, two, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I can play this for X equals 8. I draw too many cards. I can play it for X equals, what, like 3? Oh no, it's half. So X equals 8 would only draw me 4 cards. I can do X equals 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, you know what? I'll wait a turn. I want to be able to still sabotage my opponent. I'm greedy, okay? I want the greed. I want to feel the greed in my hands. Thief of Sanity just milling him. Thief of Sanity already had 30 cards left. Sure. You should stack those. Oh, yeah, he stacked the trigger properly. So he's going to put the Gate Colossus on and then the Guild Summit. Then he will be able to play this wonderful creature right here. And I shall counter it because I am a bad, bad man. Au revoir. My turn, thank you very much. Going to plus, of course.
I always have an answer.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. I guess. Play this. Let's Crisis. Whatever. 2, 4, 6, 8. Sure. We'll Crisis for 8. Why the hell not? We'll do it for 9. Who cares? Drop one of these. Drop one of these. I don't need those lands. Yeah. We're in a pretty good spot. Am I gonna ultimate Nicol Bolas a second time in this video? Against the same person. Shooby-doo, boo-boo, I wanna be like you. Actually, I don't. Because you're a real bad way, my friend. I should have did it to myself, the BM. Then I'm gonna go ahead and kill one of these. Has to be with Bedevil, obviously. Then I'm going to attack with just my Thief of Sanity for the maximum BM. And then take this card. Darn, it was a land. And then just end the turn. Lord Bolas would be proud. This deck's still doing great. Obviously, we're still in gold. But we have not lost... I think we haven't lost a single game. We definitely have not lost a single match. Yeah. So, definitely let me know if you want me to keep changing the thumbnail, or if you would prefer if I kept the thumbnail as Bolas. Is there any other question? Just a reminder, the sponsored streamer event will happen on YouTube. I need to learn how to finagle the streaming so that everyone can, like, emote and have fun and things. But yeah, I believe that is it. Sure. Let's go to the end card then. I'd like to thank my lovely patrons, especially Salamander, Croft, and Zin, for their continued support. If you'd like to join them supporting the channel via Patreon, you can find links to that in the description below, or you can support the channel by becoming a channel member, like Adobe Dopes and Nibulus, by hitting the join button next to the subscribe area somewhere. I don't know. In the description, you'll also find links to the Discord server, where we'll chat and play games. Very easy way to ask me questions directly about decks that you're playing, or yeah, just anything really. Just at me in the Discord, and I'll show up. It's nice. It's a cool way to talk to you all. Yeah, I think that is it. I do hope you enjoyed. If you did, go and tap that like button, add a subscription to your mana pool, cast one of those comments in the comment section down below, pass the turn in the vid to some of your friends, and until next time, all will be one. Praise be to Lord Bolas.